So maganda dito, kung gusto mo i-print, ito na. Ayun. So meron na akong isang voltage drop analysis. May reference na rin ako dyan, and then yung calculation, no? So and kung gusto kong okay, magagandang gabi sa ating lahat. Have a safe evening. So today I will discuss about how to perform voltage drop analysis. So here we will discuss some definition of terms, the effect of voltage drop, its causes, some provisions of electrical code like PEC 2017 and the National Electrical Code, voltage drop formula and derivation. Of course, magkaroon tayo ng sample calculations, and may presentation ako with voltage drop analysis report. Ito yung pinapasa natin sa OBO para sa ating electrical permit. So this is just a part of the electrical design analysis na nire-require ni OBO. At ito yung nga yung voltage drop analysis. So definition of terms. So ano ba yung system or circuit voltage? So as per PEC 2017, a voltage of a circuit is the greatest root mean square or the RMS difference of potential between any two conductors of a circuit concerned. So ito yung tinatawag na effective potential difference between two conductors. Ito yung na may measure ng ating mga voltmeter sa terminal ng mga outlet or ng mga lamps or mga, for example, terminal ng motor. Siya yung effective difference of potential between two conductors. So going deeply, this is the 70.7% of our nominal voltage or yung peak voltage. So ito yung nominal value assigned to a circuit or system for the purpose of conveniently designating its voltage class. So normally makikita natin ito sa mga danger sign katulad nito, yung 22,000 volts or yung 440 volts. So nominal voltage yan, and yung mga nakikita natin sa mga equipment natin like this one, kinuha ko ito sa isang circuit breaker. Itong mga UE, ito yung tinatawag na nominal voltage where this circuit breaker is designed. So other sample are 230 volts, ito 230 and 115 volts, so 460 volts, 460Y 260 volts, yung 400 volts to 30. Yan yung mga nominal voltage. So ano naman yung voltage drop? Voltage drop is defined as the amount of voltage loss occur throughout the circuit due to impedance. So dahil may impedance ang wires, yung voltage source value is different na dito sa voltage received. So kung 120 siya, nagiging 110 lang siya sa load. So yung due to impedance ng wires and yung current ng iyong load, yung product niya is yung voltage loss. So tinatawag siyang voltage drop. So ano ba yung effect ng voltage drop? So para sa mga inductive katulad ng mga motor, so sino-shorten niya yung life, and then increasing energy consumption. Kapag ang motor is operating below its nominal voltage, so it draws current. So kapag nagdo-draws ng more current, so mainit yung operating temperature ng motor. So So kapag nangyari yon, overheating ng windings ang magiging effect. Pwede masunog eventually ang iyong motor. So for inductive loads, sinasabi na 11%, the running current would increase 11% when the operating temperature rise by 12%. Okay, the torque will reduce by 19%. Sa mga lighting units, katulad ng fluorescent lamp, so directly proportional siya sa applied voltage ng ballast, yung light output niya. And then apektado din yun sa electronic ballast. So directly yung light output niya is directly proportional sa input voltage ng balance. Sa mga HID naman, so 12% change in light output for a 5% change in voltage input. So, or sa HID, kapag 75% of the rated voltage, mas mababa ka doon, so pwedeng mamatay yung mga HID mo. Or for incandescent lamp, so flickering, kapag nagkakaroon tayo ng voltage drop dito sa mga type ng lights na ito. Sa mga resistance heating device, so the output of the heater is approximately the square of the impressed voltage. So sinasabi na 10% drop in voltage will cause a drop approximately 19% in heat output. Sa mga capacitors, the reactive power capacitor varies as the square of the impressed voltage, and 10% drop in voltage will cause drop of approximately 19% reactive power output. So other voltage effect of voltage drop sa mga equipment natin is yung performance. And next is yung heating. So mataas yung operating temperature niya. So nadidegrade masyado yung ating mga insulation, kamukha ng sa wires, katulad nito, and sa mga motor. So kapag lagi siyang na-expose sa mga mataas na voltage drop, so ganito ang nangyayari sa motor. Umiinit yung mga windings and eventually nasusunog siya. Sa mga switch gears, so premature equipment failure naman ang nangyayari. So what causes voltage drop? Siyempre yung type of materials ng conductor. So whether it's copper or aluminum, alam naman natin na ang resistance ng conductor depends on the resistivity of the materials. Pagtaas ng resistivity, pagtaas ng resistance, okay, pagbaba, so pagbaba din na resistance, so directly proportional siya ang resistance sa resistivity. Second is the diameter of the conductor. So this is the common wire gauges. Kapag taas ng or paglaki ng diameter mo, so pag liit ng resistance, no, and pag liit ng diameter mo, pag taas ng resistance, they are inversely proportional. Conductor length, okay, so it is directly proportional kasi paghaba ng wires mo is pagtaas ng iyong impedance, and therefore mas mataas ang iyong voltage drop. It is direct, the length of the wires is directly proportional to the resistance. Temperature, so for any given material, resistivity increases with temperature, so it is directly proportional. Load current, syempre through Ohm's law, pagtaas ng load current mo, so tumataas yung iyong voltage. The same with the voltage drop. With the impedance or the resistance is constant, the higher the load current, so the higher the voltage drop. So the next is nagiging cause din ng voltage drop itong mga lost connection and splicing the circuit. So pag dami ng splicing mo the circuit, so kakaroon tayo ng mga voltage drop, and the cause, ganito mga nangyayari dyan kasi yung mga lost connection, high resistance, so tumataas ang iyong voltage drop in that point. So kapag mataas ang voltage drop, mataas din ang current, ganito nangyayari. Code provisions. Sabi ni Philippine Electrical Code, para sa mga feeders, ang maximum allowable is 3% at the farthest outlet, and the combination is for both feeders and branch circuit shall not exceed 5%. Sa mga branch circuit naman, the same, 3% maximum at the farthest outlet, and both feeders and branch circuit to the farthest outlet does not exceed 5%. Okay. Sabi naman ni National Electrical Code, 5% daw yung allowables are recommended sa mga feeder circuits and 3% for the branch circuit. So to illustrate that, so meron tayo dito yung source, we have this feeder, and this distribution panel of the MDP. This is the circuit, and this is the farthest branch circuit. Okay, from the source to the distribution panel, which is the feeder, the allowable voltage drop is 3% according to Philippine Electrical Code Article 2.15.1.2a, Fine Print Notes number 2. And from MDP to the farthest, sinasabi niya na ang allowable is 3% according to 2.10.2.2a, Fine Print Notes number 4. That is for branch circuit. Ngayon, kapag pinagsama mo siya, ang allowable niya is 5%. So pag pinagsama mo yung Fine Print Notes number 2 and number 4, para lumalabas 5% ang allowable. So 3 is 5. Ibig sabihin niya, from the source up to the farthest, sinasabi lang ni code na maximum allowable is 5%. Pwede kang mas mababa dyan, pwede mo iset ng 3, pwede mo rin iset ng 1. Okay, voltage drop calculation and analysis. Sample calculation formula of voltage drop calculation. So this is the phasor diagram of voltage relations for voltage calculation. Kinuha ko ito sa red book na may 888. So let's assume na may dalawang circuit dito. Let's imagine na may dalawang circle dito. This one is descending voltage, malaking circle, and yung maliit circle is the receiving voltage. So this, from the small circle at the sa mas malaking circle, meron siyang ito yung tinatawag niya na voltage drop. So kung ito rin yun, di ba? So ito yung tinatawag na actual voltage drop. Dahil circle yan, and pinroject mo siya dito sa part na ito, meron siyang may arc pa rin siya, and that is what you call the percent error in calculation. So that percent error, minus mo siya doon sa actual voltage drop, meron kang estimated voltage drop na tinatawag. Okay, so to make it simple, gawin natin ganito. Yung voltage source mo is here, and you have receiving voltage here. Natin ito yung MDP, and we have a load Also, of course, there is a power factor there, and the load current. So connecting the voltage source and the DP is a wires na merong impedance, consistent resistance, and reactance. And the length of conductor is given, and also the number of parallel conductors. So, alin yung voltage drop? Sabi natin kanina, yung voltage drop is the product of your load current and the total impedance of your conductors. So, dahil yung impedance mo is per unit length, so kailangan mo ng total resistance ng length of conductors para makuha mo yung total resistance ng wires, and also the number of parallel conductors para makuha mo yung total impedance. So, ito yun. Makuha mo yung voltage drop, product ng load current, and your total impedance of your conductor. So we have an equation 1 there. Voltage drop is equals to IC, and then this is the total impedance of wire. So this one is square root of resistance and the reactance times the total length over the number of parallel conductors. So substituting in equation 1, so ganito yung mangyayari, and we have here the tinatawag na approximate formula. So yung voltage drop mo is the line to neutral voltage drop, load current multiplied by the total length multiplied by square root of resistance plus square of reactance over number of parallel conductors. So as per red book IEEE, meron tayong multiplier na square root of 3 to obtain the line-to-line voltage drop in 3-phase system and 2 for the single-phase system. So ito naman yung exact formula. So gumagamit tayo dito ng bukod sa load current, kino-consider natin dito yung power factor ng iyong load. The same din, need mo rin yung total length ng wires and the number of parallel conductors. R and X is the same ang value niyan sa formula natin kanina, sa approximate formula. So ganun din yung multiplier niya, square root of 3 to obtain the line-to-line voltage for 3-phase system and 2 for single-phase system. So simply the percentage voltage drop is the line-to-line voltage drop over the source voltage times 100. So let's try some sample voltage drop analysis. So sabi dito, 250 watts 230 volts single phase floodlights will be installed 200 meters from the light panel. It is to be supplied by a 5.5 mm square double and copper conductor in silicon loop. So sabi, meron daw tayong system na may 230 volt source and may MDP tayo. From the MDP to this load na 2 floodlights na may tigan 250 watts. Each floodlights draws 2 amperes. So meron tayong given na specification ng wires 5.5 mm squared HW in copper. Length is 200 meter. The RS 1.2 ohms per 305 meters and X is 0.063 ohms per 305 meters. Kinuha ito sa table from the PEC. Okay. So ang tanong is, what will be the line-to-line voltage at the receiving end when the load draws 2 amperes of AC? Kung 2 amperes per floodlight, ano daw yung voltahe dito? na marireceive ng unit. So second is calculate the percentage voltage drop here. And last na tanong, syempre kapag analyze na, compliance ba yung sa code. So let's see. So using the equation, so that's single phase, sabi. So we have a factor of 2. And dahil dalawa na 2 amperes yan, 4 amperes yung ating total load current. And yung ating length to length, total length is 200 meters. Then we have 5 meters that is coming from the ito. Sinimplify lang natin. The square root of 120 squared plus 0.063 squared. So lumalabas 6.3 volts yung voltage drop dito sa wires. Okay. So ang tanong, what is the line to line voltage? Dahil multiply mo natin ng 2, so this is the line to line voltage drop. Minus mo lang yan sa source, 230 minus 6.3. So yung ating receiving voltage dito is 223.75. Second question, let's see what is drop. The percentage voltage drop was simply 6.8 by 230. Yung voltage drop dito, that is 230. So meron kang 4.74. So compliance pa siya. Dahil per circuit siya, hanggang sa 3% maximum. So dyan mo ang tanong base. Sabihin, 2.74 is mababa sa 3%. So within allowable limit ka. So compliance ang iyong system. So tama yung 5.5. So this is a sample report. So include mo dyan yung circuit number from M2, syempre, and the full load amperes, the phase, and the conductor specification. So salbin mo rin dyan yung, pakita mo rin dyan yung sending voltage at ang iyong voltage drop, and that's the receiving voltage. So the percent voltage drop is here, and pagkakamara sa lahat ng remarks. Okay. So I have here Excel files na ginagamit ko para sa ginagamit ko siya para sa aking electrical design analysis, yung requirements ng OPPO para sa electrical permit. So here, for example, so ginawa ko meron siyang wire gauge converter. Kung naka-AWC kayo, pwede kayo sa LED sa 5 so may 80 ako, and okay, pero din, and then dito meron ako dito voltage regulator. So let's set it anyways, this one uses yung exact formula. So kino-consider dito yung power factor. So dito input mo lang yung from and to panel mo to load, hindi yung panel mo yun. Okay, yung data. So alin yung mga kailangan kong data. So yung full ampere, yung phase, yung length, power conductor, total size, insulation, etc. For example, meron pagka yung sample natin, MDP raw siya from FL1 yung circuit na yan. So example, ang full ampere natin is 4, and single phase lang siya. So ang length niya is 200 meters. Number of power conductors 1. Yung cable size natin is 5.5 no? So insulation is each PHW na insulation na. And then yung type of conductor is copper. And ang conduit natin ay steel conduit. So kapag nag-select mo na yung kailangan ng data or na-input mo yung kailangan ng data, automatic lalabas na yung resistance, reactance, adversary unstable, coming from the PEC 2017. Yung mga notes yan regarding your value, and you can calculate kung pwede rin kayong gumamit ng interpolated values dito sa malalaking wires, or kung mas maganda, kung may manufacturer's data, mas magandang gamitin. And meron din ditong notes for power pumps, kasi special yung calculation dun sa power pumps, so may mga consideration dun, pero decent pa rin yung voltage drop calculation. So balik tayo dito. So ang power factor natin, sabihin natin 1. So ano ang allowable limit natin, sabihin natin 2% for one circuit. Pwede mo siyang gawin 2, or sabihin natin 3 muna siya. So here, kung nakompleto mo na yung data, lalabas dito yung voltage drop line to line na 6.29, which is the same as input natin kanina, 6.3. So yung voltage drop natin percent, 2.74, 2.77, and yung ating receiving voltage na 223.71, and may remark siya, allowable, within allowable limit. For example, sumilik ako dito ng pasok pa rin ba yung 2, yung 0.75, pasok pa rin, Palit natin yung 5.5. Sabihin natin malaki ang load niya. Sabihin natin 50. Kasi suggest lang natin. So, sinasabi niya dito na please consider next size conductor. So, bagsak ka na sa first voltage drop. Laki o 34.2%. Palit natin yung 4. Kapag tama naman, din yung lumalabas, So maganda dito, kung gusto mo i-print, ito na. Ayun. So meron na akong isang voltage drop analysis. May reference na rin ako dyan, and then yung calculation, So and kung marami naman circuit, so meron din dito na summary of voltage drop analysis. Mano-mano mo lang siyang ilagay yung data. Yung some cells are may selection na, like tulad nito, yung power conductor, manual mo siya, and then yung iyong reactance, mano-mano yan. Sa mga malalaki mga project, pwede mo itong gamitin. Hindi na automatic din yan na lumalabas yung sending voltage, yan. Hindi yung voltage drop mo, automatic na lalabas yan. Yung reference, okay. Kapag reference mo ay sabihin natin hanapin ka, so nagpupula siya kapag bagsak siya dun sa voltage drop analysis. Okay, depende sa iyong reference. So, print natin na. So, kung gusto mo i-print, ganito makikita mo. Yan. Ginagamit ko ito sa EDA, part ng EDA, yung voltage drop analysis. So, malaking tulong ito sa mapadali yung trabaho. Okay, kung sino may gusto ng copy, just comment down your email address and I will send a copy of this. Malaking mapapadali nito ang trabaho nyo sa paggawa ng EDA. Okay, so ayun, tapos na tayo. That is the voltage drop. So thank you, and God bless. Always remember that makes things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who wonder what happened. So okay, have a safe evening to all, and sana may natutunan kayo. Thank you.